Hello everyone and welcome to the KMT Traders channel. We are looking at Canadian dollar and the Japanese yen. So some important thing that I just want to quickly mention is we started last week with a huge gap in the market. So this very huge one here, I think it was about roughly 200 pip gap, I think. Yeah, just around 160 pips. And it's obviously taken a lot of time to fill this market space up. So we started to see some pressure to the upside, as we can see here towards the end of the week, and we've ended towards potentially filling this gap very nice, and we just have done. So my perspective of this is we're currently still in a bearish trend, but only if we are able to move lower than this this zone here. If we are able to close above this zone, then we could be looking at some buying pressure. So I guess I'll start with this zone here then. So this zone level is at 78.373 to 78.741. So essentially, if we are able to push and close way above this area, wait for that pullback, and we'll wait for that bullish momentum to the upside, we could be looking for a big switch in momentum with the Japanese yen pairs, and we could start to look at some bullish pressure. But if we don't, then we could be looking at a selling opportunity. So I'm looking to take this pair very slowly. Don't want to rush anything. That's why I've placed the zone way below at the lows that it's currently made. So it may take a couple of days or weeks until it reaches this area, but it's something just to mention and to place on your charts if you do follow this method. But if price does not manage to close above here and we continue to fall lower, we'll wait for that closure to make the new low to the downside, follow a big pullback if possible, and this zone will then become a form of resistance if we find a form of bearish pressure, and we could start to see further weakness in this pair, and we start to see this fall a lot further. So one thing to quickly say is, even though our trend line has pushed to the downside, we could potentially start to see some bearish pressure. So just keep an eye out of that, as technicals are saying that we are looking for a bit of a bullish pressure if possible, but it could potentially be a fake out, and our indicators are indicating we are looking at a potential bullish move to the upside. We're not currently as overbought yet, so the conditions still fine. Could be looking at a retracement. EMAs are slowly converging over for a buy, so we'll just have to stay patient really, and not to move too fast paced with this pair. So I thought I'd just mention this pair in particular just to showcase that not every single trade that I post, or the trading idea that I post, is executable in the next day or so. It could potentially take a few days, weeks, potentially even months, but I doubt it would take months. But it just really depends upon the market condition. So yeah, so just one. This video is really good for a diversity of different types of trades. So thought it'd be really good to show you guys. So one final thing, make sure you obviously subscribe to the YouTube channel, and also check our Instagram. We're posting lots of different stuff there. So hopefully the page will help you. So go ahead and follow that. That would be great. So that would be all from us. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.